Extravaganza.
Made it look easy. Are you sure? Let's start doing. I figure it.
It's unpayable, of course, we are victims to gangster rhythms. Success don't matter, I got the symptoms. From Jehovah Witnesses to Jesus on the cross, the band who flows in our family tree. The bourgeoisie put a price tag on my family tree and said it cheap like an item on Gumtree. Now the whole world believing and perceiving that they know me. But my history is unwritten, so my wrongs are forgiven. My sins tend to wins with dealing with every children. The ghetto got us, our history cuffed us. But politics aside, my nigga, let the story begin.
And I'm 3 years older than Vezi. I was like 12, I think, yeah.
You call me this like cool ass name. You were like, I'm the creative director.
Something.
Yeah, he emails this guy like overseas. He's like, hey, I'll pass you on to the creative director. I read that, I'm like, damn. So I felt good. I felt good.
Do you know the beautiful thing is, as soon as people realise, right, we're making it up as we go along. We take ourselves too seriously. We're making it up as we go, so you might as well make it good, right?
100%.
That's what the dreamers, man. You might as well make it crazy, right? Oh yeah, creative director. I'm very good at you, and they don't know.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, doing that in 2 weeks also, like, you know, that was crazy. So thanks for being involved in that. And I think mainly, Tony, the reason why I wanted you to come and speak here, for example, is there's so many guys who come from different townships. And I think sometimes, like, as the people who live inside, like you said, it's easy to use the trauma, the struggle, and that kind of boxes in, right? Just like blinkers, you know, you're born here, you don't know what happens outside. And it's always nice to, when I speak to tourists, they speak positively.
So Tibanayo esikolweni bridges. First days Tibanayo, I sent ideas, and it was so tiring. And it wasn't surprising. So when first day we met him, he was like, sending ideas. Okay, when we MC, when we teach, okay, so Tibana said, and we're like, dude, can you please give us a break? And he's kept that energy. Get us and we'll be like, resources, and then we're gonna see where he's gonna go with it. And I think that's what we are drilled into election. Election, when you're an artist, uyaboniswa umuntu phambene manje leqilo zabelungu, you know. And into ezinjena, I don't want to lie, just bulala, you know, because it's a new generation. Tina we look over iNtwana, we look over in politics as artists because we want to change the world. It's very difficult to live in a world that's governed or on a creativity, because then it feels like we are blocked. And one thing that we can take from Vezi is that he sees beyond any limits, you know. And it's very encouraging from a young man, because I'm sure some of the media and we're trying to see where it's gonna crash, because that's literally what people are waiting for. But we're just waiting for it to crash. It's not. It's not. And even if it does, it's part of life. It's gonna come back, you know. So that's why in the city, but now every chance you get, dude, because being creative, it messes with your head mentally. And we are so fortunate in Bridges for Music, because we learn mindfulness, we learn how to take care of ourselves with our creativity and our art, because you can imagine having so many ideas. I can imagine akalali, you know, when I started the session, I started with the meditation, because that's something that we've been taught as well. It's very important that you take care of your mind and you're okay with not being okay, you know, because looking at you, I can imagine if you're frustrated and you won't sleep because you want it to be perfect. But now you're able to be taught to go to, you don't have to be perfect, you know. You have to start somewhere. We can't see this as being silly, but it's gonna go somewhere. You told us a story where you did art. He does a lot. He does art as well. He did art. He paints. He paints as well. He painted, but he didn't have a vision, but we painted because we into painted. He's being recognized 5 to 6 years later. And that just shows how process, you need to trust the process, you know. Don't do it for anybody else but yourself, so that you're able to take care of yourself when the plane does crash eventually, you know. So chance, guys, maybe encourage it, because we're gonna graduate and he's not gonna have the space, but he's trying to create a bigger space for the rest of the community. Not everybody has the access to go to Bridges for Music. Every corner, and I'm sure the space would love to give every artist the opportunity, but then bakhona no Vezi who can do that, you know. People that you don't have to, sometimes I'm a paper. As a paperwork, you're frustrated. You're frustrated, paperwork, you know. So you want to be able to have Abantu Manjinga who's going to be easily accessible, and it takes a whole team. Chomi has been judged on one side. I'm like, you like doing things yourself. Like literally, he even made the bread himself. Like that's how like who's busy. And he just wants to do everything for everyone. He wants to be there for everyone. But don't forget to take care of yourself. Take care of that body, because we need that body. We need that mind. Because Langa is turning 100, and we want to keep the space even cleaner, you know, safe for the future. You know, use that space now as much as you can. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people from the Bridges, guys. Speak to iNtwana and get up. Let's encourage each other.
Can I just make one little comment, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was an expression. It was called somebody who was a Renaissance man. Do you know that expression of a Renaissance man? So I'll read the definition of it, right? The ideal, he was well educated, charming, witty, able to dance, write poetry, sing, play music, wrestle, ride horses, and be able to fight as a swordsman. You just got to learn the sword.
Yeah, I knew that.
But that tradition that you are, you know, you there's a long history of Renaissance men, right? And they changed the world, who aren't limited by what people say they can do. You definitely are, you know. And yeah, turn your hand to anything and cool.
Is that Machiavelli, the quality of Machiavelli?
Yeah, but that's a bit of a negative twist on it. But yeah, but no, Machiavelli quality is something similar.
So that's why maybe they call Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a similar thing.
That guy calls me Vezi.
Oh, really?
Vezi.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Let's have this conversation. It's just a conversation that we did. I see you, get it? Oh, okay, no,
Oh, no.
Good question.
The question is, okay. Towards Vezi, directly?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, it's on my end, it's just good to see like co-creators doing something like outside of school, and you know, that's why I came here today as well, because initially I'm a Bridges for Music alumni. I came there to connect and to collaborate, you see. So it's like, it's kind of nice to see like something external to Bridges for Music to engage in and to be a part of, sort of, and you know, and just see where it goes and how I could collaborate. So like, I'm proud of you. This is huge. How do you get a cinema at Bertha House? What the hell? But yeah, man, keep going. I can't wait to see how your story unfolds and some of the projects that you do and get involved with.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, like a Vezi. I mean, like, yo, like, born like when I got to Bridges, man, like Vezi, like, sat behind me, yeah, bro. So like, me and him, like, we like the same, yeah, bro. So like, we always like busy with proposals, like, we always doing business stuff, and everyone is just like going to studio. So me and him, like, we be exchanging ideas and stuff. But man, like, when I got to Bridges, like, it actually just like made me like find myself again, because when I got to Bridges, like, I was going through something. So when we got there, and I started like meeting like people that are like-minded like me. Yeah, so like, it made me like start focusing on myself as a brand more, like, and start like just focusing on my paperwork and long as and like, we always having conversations around that, like, so like, so many people want to be like artists and creatives, but they don't want to focus on the paperwork side of it. So like I just want them to keep going, because like, that's our market, that's our bread, man. Like, and I don't want us to ever stop like doing that.
I appreciate that. Oh yeah.
It's nothing much. As who Snip said that we were all like broken before we got
to Bridges, like we had different challenges, you know, that we didn't know how to conquer, or you know, just a way forward, you know. But like to Vezi, ever since I met to Vezi, like I just saw like my direction, where it's going, you see. And it's sometimes it is nice, like to connect yourself with such people, you know, so that you can reveal your inner you see. So I'll just like to say, thank you, Vezi, man. Thank you for you know, for taking your time, like to showcase like everything, like and to also like taking care of us, not just na okanye usnep okanye label, like as a class, you know about, you always take care of us, like in any ways we struggle, you know. Yeah, but just a thank you, man.
I have a comment. Okay. So like feel good to like I love that documentary. You know, there were so many topics constituting lives of Payan, you know, about the streets. Yeah, but I grew up doing violence, you know, but when I stepped outside, I saw a different side of Umna. You know, I got to be able to speak when I was with it. I got to understand what personalities is different, you know, and I grew from there. Do you understand? So when I saw Lamandomas and then I'm done at city, you know, sometimes it helps to go out. You understand? Don't always have to see you know, I'm gonna be like real about it, you know, with so many rules, and you know, it's always nice to break rules sometimes, because when you break rules, but not about things it break rules to go and find yourself. You understand? Open doors that is like pelican. You understand? So I feel like documentary, I feel like Vezi do but to tell about two bomba seekers, because I feel like Payana, you've touched on the topics that needs to be addressed, and if you can't have them in spaces like this, we need to see about YouTube. You understand? Langa is very rich, but we need stories to be told. You understand? And I related because and you know, being a creative, you know, it's easy for you to go and work than having to follow your dreams. And possible way is so fair to like appeal, you know, we believe more, you know, see actually share, see born you know, and I want us to also encourage Labanya Bandu Papan, that's what I lost. You understand? To say, I look, and then but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not gonna, you understand? But I'm investing. I don't have to invest in money. You understand? But I can invest my time in building it. We are born and putting in the work. We are also, I feel like what you're doing, it might not pay off. You understand? Do it, connect all the dots, but eventually corner fit. You understand? But I wish you nothing but the best when Chilogo and no, I'm saying but I wish you nothing but the best, and yeah, it's okay.
I think oh sorry, I was gonna do a closing at the end about Drake collection. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break and then watch the last episode. But in a sense, basically, what I was gonna say in the closing speech is like, and tell me and funny enough, like I like to let people speak for me.
I will.
I'm obviously gonna go ham, but it's in a space and tell me this documentary speaks for me. I don't have to speak and say this and it's even it just speaks for me. Even those girls, like you're saying now, we all know what they're saying, but then he's speaking on behalf of song. So what I want to say now though is use the opportunity to give you guys the idea of what I'm trying to create, and you speak about connecting dots, is that like I want to start for Langa, you know what I'm saying, way artists are Langa, get to make money from January to December. So when you want to at the house was not meant to happen. So going back to you being shocked, I'm also shocked by Inzaghi. This happened last week.
like it's a 7-day planning process. So like that's why also some people couldn't come. They can say it to like, dude, we just come and speak. See, you know, so like I'm just happy to happen the way it happened. You know, it's a blessing to do in the last minute, and people jump to like I'm gonna come through and support. So I had a conversation this week with a company called Solar Cinema. We want to create a film festival, but the film festival is us showcasing our stories. And again, I don't want to be the one to do it every year. I want other artists who in the film industry to do the same thing. So in saying that, people in the room who he does clothing. And the goal is to like when I get my stuff sorted at Langa is that we also do the kailija. You understand? So that's how everything's working and connected. So even what you're saying now about the to also like pay Abanyabandu. Ulebo, for example, has been emceeing all my events for free, in a monetary sense. But in exchange is that I also need to make sure that I give her value, and that I also make sure that she's shining on the stage, that I take footage of her, that I make sure that when I do a bio of her, it looks and people want to actually come and buy her, you know. Even the next day is that when this happens from Jan to December, she gets paid for all of the stuff. Right? So it's a lot I can say, but we went to schools and watched March. We were visiting schools, speaking to children and stuff like that. And you need an MC, Payana. You need a DJ, Payana. You know what I'm saying? You need an artist, Payana. You need a guest speaker, Payana. Yeah, well, now there's money on the table. Now she knows, Bana, for 12 months, she's got a gig happening that she doesn't worry about. She needs to worry about getting bigger opportunities. Uvux is a performer. He gets to perform, Payana as a guest performer, gets a check. So that's kind of where I'm trying to get to with this whole thing, is to build not just an idea and a dream, but to make sure it's nemali, man, because at the end of the day, if you're creative and help people, but there's not an exchange for money in return. So yeah, man, you can go on and on, but thank you for being a part of this. This is just literally a part of the journey, because Kale is going as a listening sessions, as a showcases, and now we've got events coming up in the summer. So thank you for being a part of the journey. This will be and I told her he's all and you guys fuck with him cheater. Let's support him, any artist actually sure. So the way
but we're gonna be biased when it comes to him though. We're gonna be biased when it comes to him.
That's even cool, just be more biased, give him a bias on the top.
We're fucking other rappers, we're biased with him.
Nah, you should be, so the way it's just a thank you for him. Trusting even me,
Many of you calling him a politician. Many calling him a Many calling him Udasma.
Actually, it's a challenge. Actually, it's a
hey, get the piece of it, man. Sightsee. But we go and sightsee. Oh, if I can't we mighty. We mighty. Limela. 97K. Yeah, way. I remember the first time you performed the song, boy. Yo, hey, so good as first time you performed the song, dog. Damn. Yo, true. Funny, I'm gonna take the memories, true.
That's boom, Disney. Hey, boy, roof.
How about a palm? Yo, go ahead, let you out.
How about the what now?
How about a palm? Need a pretty if she really bad, he's on betting will say one. Hey, I'm a pretty John. Hey, need a pretty hey, if she really normally. Need a pretty on, if she really bad, this on Betsy, no say one, pretty John, ha, 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 pretty John, ha, 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 pretty John, ha, 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 pretty John, and the same thing, and the same thing, and the same thing, and the same thing. Just vibes. Son. Okay. 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 Pretty. Is this Sniff? Is Sniff? I remember you sending me this song on WhatsApp when we was at 17. You fuck, you crazy? Why are you even asking me this shit? Pause this bitch. Ha! Oh, could you fake niggas out? Could you fake niggas? Oh, Papa is passing. Fake niggas. Pretty niggas, He's holding the same drink right now, bro. He's holding the exact same drink right now. That was my pleasure. That was my. Ela vai mesmo para chamar, é bonito isso, é como eu acho. Deixar de track. É bonito isso, que é como isso mais, deixar de track. This is Mila days, I remember seeing from that. I feel the meal. No, se acabamos de ver. Mira. Acabamos de ver.
People like lied to you. I had to take that shit. What?
Olha o nome desse, não sei o caca. Esse. Ai, pega de amado, sai mesmo, cara.
Olha, olha, mano.
Igual a placa do aqui.
And that shit is hard, dog. If you watch this thing and you know you, dog, it's crazy.
Esse é uma maneira mesmo. Esse é mesmo, né?
How would you feel? That's why I need you.
Popeye bukele yona.
Who's joining now?